Okay, so you've got Premiere Pro open. Now it's time to bring your footage in. And this lesson isn't really about the technical process. It's about learning to look at raw, unedited footage and start seeing the story hiding inside it. Here's the thing to understand right away. When you come back from a shoot or a client hands you footage, what you have is not a story yet. It's raw material, clay that hasn't been shaped. And part of your job is to sit with that material, get to know it, and ask, what's the story here? What moments actually matter? Editors call this phase logging or reviewing your footage. New editors often rush through it because it doesn't feel like real editing yet. But the editors who do this well produce dramatically better work. You can't shape a story you don't understand. Importing your footage. To bring footage into your project, go to File, then Import, or double-click an empty area of your project panel. Navigate to your files, select them, and click Import. Premiere doesn't copy the actual video files, it just links to where they live on your computer. So if you move your original footage after importing, Premiere will lose track of it. Decide where your footage lives before you start and keep it there. A good habit is creating one dedicated folder per project with subfolders for footage, audio, music, graphics, and exports. A messy hard drive leads to a messy project, and a messy project leads to a messy edit. Organization at the start creates clarity all the way through. When you need more than your own footage. Sometimes you're cutting a video and you need a shot you don't have. City traffic, rain on a window, hands typing on a keyboard. This is where free stock resources become part of your everyday toolkit. For stock footage, Pexels is one of the best places to go. Completely free, no attribution required, and genuinely usable quality. Pixabay works the same way, and it's worth checking both since one site often has exactly what the other doesn't. For music and sound effects, Mixkit is a great first stop. It has a large free library of background music across pretty much every mood, plus a separate library of sound effects, whooshes, clicks, footsteps, notification dings, the small details that make an edit feel polished. Say you need a clip of a busy street at night. You'd go to Pexels, search City Street Night and download it. For music underneath, you'd go to Mixkit and search something like ambient or cinematic. Need a transition sound? Same site, sound effects section. Once downloaded, bringing these into Premiere is the same process. File, import, and select the files. This is exactly why that folder structure matters. A clear stock footage subfolder and music subfolder keep everything organized instead of buried in your downloads folder. Organizing with bins. Inside Premiere, organize everything you've imported using bins, folders inside your project panel. You might have one bin for interviews, one for B-roll, one for stock footage, one for music. Right-click in the project panel to create a new bin and drag your clips in. Future you, 3 days into the edit, will thank you. Actually watching your footage. Now the part that matters most. Open a clip, press play, and watch the whole thing without skipping around. Approach it like a detective looking for clues, moments of emotion, energy, humor, honesty. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's a glance or a pause. Those subtle moments are often the most powerful, but you'll only find them if you're really watching. As you review, ask 3 questions of every clip. Does it move the story forward? Is there a moment of genuine, unforced feeling in it? And what would the video lose if I cut this? If the honest answer is nothing, it probably doesn't belong. Marking what matters. Use in and out points to flag the good parts. Press I to set where a clip starts, O to set where it ends. Premiere highlights that section so you can drag it straight to your timeline, or press comma to insert it directly. You can also press M while a clip plays to drop a marker on a specific moment, a great line, a striking visual, so you can find it again later. All of this, watching, marking, noting, builds a mental map of your material. And knowing your footage is power. When you think, I need a shot of the skyline at sunset, you'll know immediately whether it's in your own footage, already downloaded from Pexels, or still needed. That makes you faster, but more importantly, more creative. You can't use what you don't know you have. Subtraction, not addition. A trap a lot of newer editors fall into is keeping everything just in case. That leaves your timeline bloated and your edit muddy. Great editing is about subtraction, finding the essential and letting go of the rest. Your story is already in the footage. Your job is to remove everything that isn't the story. That takes courage, especially when a clip is beautiful but doesn't serve the edit. A quick word on formats. Premiere handles most camera formats natively. Sony, DJI, iPhone, GoPro, no conversion needed, including stock clips sitting right alongside your own footage. If high-end RAW footage plays back slowly, look into proxy files, lower resolution stand-ins that keep editing smooth and automatically swap back to full quality on export. So, footage imported, organized, watched, marked. You know your material wherever it came from. Next lesson, we get into the most powerful skill in editing, the cut. Once you understand what a cut can really do, you'll never watch a video the same way again. See you there.